side to put in the work, you can fake it. But why can you blow up yourself? Like fake yourself bigger for the money you want.
Probably because there's that little part of me that feels that I don't deserve it still.
And we gotta work on that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta work on that. Whether
And
you have to buy
not
a
deserving
book,
it, not deserving it, and being grateful. I'm grateful that I'm here, so don't ask for more.
that's no. You won't, because at that point you will stay in the bad side, because
Mm-hmm.
you will see your colleagues, your peers driving a big car, or
Mm-hmm.
not that you have to be surprised by or impressed by that, but you will see them move to another levels, and
Yeah.
some of the times they do it less,
Mm-hmm.
and you doing the hard work, and you come in with just, you know,
Or
with
even
less.
too, like when you are looking to, so you're moving companies because you want to be able to excel in your career, so you have to move to different companies, and even just the doubting yourself of, oh, I don't have every skill that they're asking for, and it's such a big prestigious company, and you don't even apply, and then you find out who actually got the job, and you're like, but I'm better than them, and they got the job, I should have applied. Like, that's bitten me in the butt a lot of times.
Yes, yes, and I had it also. There was like a job, um and I went and did a course first
Hmm.
before I applied for the job, but then it was too late. And later on, I saw who got there. I was like, man, I didn't even need that course. You
Hmm.
got what I'm saying? So we keep on losing because we think we're not worth it. But yeah, I think that's a development point, with what that we need to work on. I'm already in process. I already have bought two books about negotiation. I
Mm.
think it's very, very,
Can you
very
send me the
important.
links to those books, please?
They're Dutch books.
Well, they might have an English version. Just send it anyway.
I will,
I'll,
because
I'll, I'll Google.
they're not audio books, but I will look for them, and then I will send you
Hmm.
the links.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, uh, and the 48 Laws of Power. I was always scared to read that book because it's a lot of manipulation in there. But if you
Hmm.
want to excel in the corporate world, you really have a good read in that book, because the corporate world is fake as hell.
Oh yeah. Like,
It's
I
fake.
look at some of them, and and you just look at them, and it's like, you are like, your smile, your voice, everything is so fake, and just have
Yeah,
to sit there and put that on every single day
every day.
just to get ahead. I get why people want to be entrepreneurs only, because that
Yep.
corporate thing, and that's the thing too with my, because I, even though my work self is different from my home self, um I'm very much, I can't sugarcoat things. I just know,
I can't either.
like, I wouldn't even try to, in the current company that I'm in, I really wouldn't even try to um apply for those some positions, because I can't fake it, because I really don't care
My thing
that
is,
much about certain things to have to fake it.
my struggle is always, I cannot be in the middle. If I see unrighteousness, I can't.
Yes.
I can't. I just can't. But I have to learn, because sometimes some things don't concern me. And
Mm-hmm.
when it would be somebody else, people won't write for me how I write for them. So I should
Mm-hmm.
mind my business often of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I have learned, especially from my last job, I have learned to pick my battles. To be honest, I have to have my eyes on the end goal.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I've learned. Even in a relationship, I think that in a relationship, to be honest, the way I gave information my last one, where they knew a lot of me, I
Mhm.
think this time I will just give it in doses. Like if I know you for 10 years, then you will know certain things of my youth and
Mhm.
certain things of my family or whatever. And to be honest, things with my family, my aunt, my mom, blah blah, don't even concern you.
Yeah.
So certain things, I think as people we really need to, because somebody who you're with today can also be a stranger in another month and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So and even if your job, like with your job, people shouldn't know anything of you privately.
Yeah,
They
I'm
don't
very
care.
I'm very conflicted with that. Um yeah, like if it happens organically, I may give it a chance with one or two people outside, but I just find that a lot of people, they don't really want to genuinely know you. They just are nosy as hell.
You know what it is, and you can say what it is, you can deny it, but the moment they have to use it against you in a board meeting or a meeting where they have to be
Right.
on top of you, they're gonna use it.
Mm,
They're gonna
that's
use
sad.
it. So you gotta give them, oh, I have a cat, and oh, do you have a cat? Yes, I have a cat, and she like that type of food. Certain private stuff.
Yeah,
You get
keep
what
it
I'm saying?
superficial.
Superficial private stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, and when they're looking for debt, because people like to look for debt, right?
Oh
Just
yeah,
to just to
they
just
want
to
to know
get you back.
all your business. Yeah.
Yes, just give them like, yes, I grew up the way I grew up in the Caribbean, and that really made me somebody I am, and certain things. Just give them. It's gonna look like that because it's where you're from and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But still, who, just make it like it's something of that. Like you, and with certain things, you really have to think up front,
Yeah.
not when you're there, because we as Caribbeans, we really like to go in our feelings and we just say what's on our heart,
Hmm.
and then we will leave the place and we're like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Hmm.
Shit, maybe I shouldn't have said it another way. So you gotta what, and that's the reason why white women know when to cry. That's why they know how to communicate, because they are prepared. They learn. It doesn't come naturally. Their parents learn, like in this situation, you cry. In this
Hmm.
situation, you cry and defend yourself. In this situation, you don't cry, you stand your ground. And if they don't want to give you, cry. So
Hmm.
that's how you have to train yourself.
Yeah. But that crying thing drives me nuts. I very at a very young age, I spotted what they were doing, and that's one thing, I never let that crying thing manipulate me. Because as a little girl, I was like, "Ah, you cry to get your way, huh? Okay, I got you." So
Yep.
that one thing, it's like when I see what I'm like, I just literally use
And that's
my face
and
goes
that's
like a
the thing
stone.
though. And that's the thing. We women, Caribbean, black women, we just learn to argue because we saw it.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? We learn to defend ourselves because we don't
Hmm.
like to be disrespected,
Yeah.
and we saw it. But do you know that a man folds faster when you cry, because they already expect, and it's not only white women. Even if we cry, we get our way more. I saw it,
You
because
think so?
because because
I never did.
believe me,
I didn't.
it happens. And
Oh.
even if because they already think that we're gonna argue. So if you flip it, it's gonna throw them off immediately. I saw that
Hmm.
when, and that wasn't even fake. That wasn't even fake.
Hmm.
A friend of mine needed like a passport. So
Hmm.
we went to Brussels, and it was there. She was there for a couple of times. Like she kept on going, and there's always something. So when they was trying to send her away, she sat there on the front porch and she started crying. She even shocked me because I know her as somebody who is like diehard, I
Mhm.
know her as somebody who goes for what she wants and speaks her mind and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
she was so tired that, and it wasn't fake at all. It wasn't
Yeah.
fake at all. She was just so tired that she kept on busy with that stuff and it said don't work and don't work. So
Mhm.
she walked down the porch and she sat down and she started crying. I'm
Mm.
like, I was shocked. I'm like, you okay? I was like, oh my god, I panicked,
Oh no. Mhm.
And then she was like, oh, I can't imagine that this happened, blah blah. So one man, a black man from Congo, because it was the Congolese embassy.
Mhm.
He stood up the porch. He was like in French. He was like, "Oh, she crying?" He was like, "Oh my god!" So he called all the ambassadors inside. He was like, "Oh my god, she crying! We gotta help her. We gotta help." From that day, Nadia, I'm crying.
Oh.
If I want,
Oh no.
if I want to, and it works every time. Or I will put like a baby first. Like, no, I really want to get this done because, oh, Nadia, that shit worked. And in the beginning, I couldn't even do it right because I have a very hard voice. When I
Mhm.
was talking with my baby first, that shit was cracking, squeaking like a cat. I'm like, I don't care. That shit was squeaky like a cat. Or when a man is arguing with you, yes, I told you to do this, or I don't like that type of. I'm like, oh, I don't know, don't why you being like that? I don't mean it. And Nadia, he everything like
He
he's like,
caved.
okay, but don't do it. You don't have to say sorry and stuff, but I don't like it when it's felt disrespect. Everything goes down. But when you go like, da, 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 they just expect it for you to go, because they think you want to argue. But when you calm down and say, but I didn't saw it that way. Like, I really wanted to. Or even if you don't mean it, child,
Mhm.
oh, next time you just doing it again.
That's interesting. Because I don't necessarily do the rah rah thing. Like if I raise my voice, I am you've been given a lot of chances and I'm done. Like if I'm yelling, I'm gonna yell and I'm done. I don't I it takes me a lot to yell, but at the same time, I feel and I know I can't be the only one. I don't like crying because I think one, it doesn't solve anything, and two, I think it's weak.
My friend got her Congolese passport that day,
Yeah,
and
but I don't.
listen to me.
Mm.
It works every time. But
And
you,
and
on
I'm
the
not
other
saying it
hand, you
doesn't.
don't do the yelling often though. That's the thing. You're more quiet. So with
Hmm.
you, the conversation gonna get easy because you're when you say something, you think a lot. Like you're just you're
Hmm.
quiet. Like with me, when I feel disrespect, I immediately go with the hands. So
Hmm.
I've learned after my friend did that. I've learned like I be getting shoes, purses, taboo, taboo. So that, but that's also with my because I was stupid in the past. When I was with my male friends, I would always be like, I'm the big spender. Yeah, we can spend that. We making money out here, man. Like I got me a
Hmm.
couple of. Got me a couple of euros on me. What you want? What you want? I always
Oh.
would be like that friend,
Mm.
right?
Hmm.
Now when I'm with the guy, and they would always tell me like, "No, swear, like hold your money, like we're gonna fix it for you."
Hmm.
But some of them, the brokies, as when I think also of my ex, like he always used to check if I got money just to use mine, and he was keeping his. You get what I'm saying? So I have learned that if I want something, I would never tell them if I have money on me,
Hmm.
and if I want something, I would oh my god, like I like that shit. I wouldn't even say I want it. I was like, I like that. Oh my god, that purse would look good on me, yeah. Do you like that purse? That I would be like, oh, but I don't do this with people I don't know though. I know
Hmm.
I grew up with these
Yeah.
guys. Like they are family friends and stuff. That
Mm-mm. Yeah, I could. You see, like I don't know. Like as we're sitting here talking, and then the first part that that what is not vulnerability, what did you call it? Being the receiver.
Yes.
I really I
Why is it
I
so difficult though?
I don't know. Oh, I lie. I think it also has to do with being disappointed. I think I've been disappointed by important men in my life
Mhm.
that if I don't ask or I don't receive, they can't disappoint me. Or I'd be like, well, see, that's what I expected. So you disappointed me, you didn't come through. That's what you do.
Yeah, I understand that part. I understand that part. But you literally have to be the man that watches over you,
Mhm.
and also the feminine in you,
Mhm.
and also the man that watches over the kid in you. Because we have three people. We have a
Mhm.
protective side, so that's the
Mhm.
man who protects your life. You have the woman in you, that's the feminine side that makes sure everything clean, everything nice, and the thing, little thing you do, and the little
Mhm.
shimmy
Mhm.
shimmy. And what goes in you when you see like a handsome man, like, who I feel it. That's the feminine in you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the child in you is giving it all that it lacks and
Mm.
all that it feels. So if you live your life like that, then even if you missed it when you was a child, you can fix it. That's what they call healing.
Yeah.